The Murray feeder roads received the same level of attention, while Leslie feeder roads received an asphalt cover. The heavy equipment moved to Fort Latinelle, where the rehabilitation work was much appreciated by residents. Residents of Fort Law now have an added reason to smile. For years, drivers and pedestrians alike complained bitterly to the helpless MP. Today, he is proud that this is one less issue residents have to gripe about. The T2Chick Road appeared to have last been touched by the first European settlers who arrived in St. Lucia in 1492. But now, may we have the drum roll, please? They say it's the little things in life that matter.
And God will bless him. That is the blessing I give him today. He helped me already. I cannot say nothing, and he's a good man.
It is a story echoed in many rural communities. Numerous pairs of shoes for one trip, traversing muddy paths, no clear plan for water channeling to prevent further road decay. The residents of the Villepie community in Micoud no longer complain.
La moi leve ma maille. Moi connais tout ici à bien. Nous de cap ici à venir passer coubiche. La pateni un pont. Merci mon Dieu, tu t'as mette un pont pour nous. Tout le monde ça passé en dedans pont. So si vous avez venir, nous passager nos jeunes en dedans wa venir. So moi ka oui merci Tchatin pour ça il fait bon nous. So moi ka oui merci. Ba moi ba les autres monde.
Weedwa is a close-knit community nestled deep in Micoud South, with rich fertile soil, gently sloping topography, but its Achilles heel is its river.
Chimè nous ta don qualité mandé qui a des bonnes pièces et nous n'y va venir ça. So moi aller au Mr. James moi dit condition nous avec venir ouais place là. Tito pi quoi c'est menti nous pas menti so venir ouais place là. So si ouais nécessaire et qu'il font bail bon nous ni moi ni maman moi et puis papa moi ils ont 90 excellent ça pas ça font rien encore. Ni caillou là comme ça. So then si on ambulance vient ils sont gros problème pour si on malade pour point yo mener yo jambe wa ville. So les moi parler by James ouais ça qu'a fait science. So James dit moi all right. L'argent pour là mais il try best li koipe.
Often, the machinery of government can be slow to action. To the average Joe, this can be interpreted as lack of interest or downright neglect.
Je toujours qu'à remind lui, moi toujours qu'à moi derrière, moi toujours qu'à faire changer. Dernier coup il dit moi qu'on va pas venir côté. Pas venir à office là. Parce que anytime moi kay ouais travail kay venir ici là.
The Arsene James School of Thought is not for self, but for community and country.
So I appreciate ça approcher 100 million times. Moi apprécier ça. Moi pas ça jamais j'étais pour question tout le temps moi vivre avec mon église.
Micoud's infrastructural developments, when coupled with significant upgrades in the healthcare facilities, begin to show a clear picture of delivery, one which does not need to be amplified because the children using the Tiroche library can hear loud and clear. The residents using the Tiroche multipurpose complex have also echoed sentiments of appreciation for the much-needed upgrade to that facility. The loudest roars, however, will certainly be coming from the youngsters in the area who are now benefiting from what was described as an impossible project.
Because of the topography of the area, it was all hilly. I got some land and we were able to build a very big multipurpose court costing over $500,000. And the reason why it cost so much because we had to put part of it on pillars. We put a part on the land and we had to elevate it so that we could ensure that the young people of Lacoquille had a multipurpose court.
In St. Lucia's political history, all MPs have complained bitterly and hurled accusations, some with merit, some untrue, and others just downright incredulous.
Well, let me give you an instance. During the SLP reign, 1997 to 2006, they were building the East Coast Highway and they bypassed both Micoud North and Micoud South in the construction of that road. they stopped the road in Poile and they took it from Canals River to Beaufort. So both Micoud North and Micoud South were left out of the loop. They're saying that it was not deliberate, but we the people feel that it was deliberate, because if you're building an East Coast highway, why jump and go to the end, Beaufort area, which the Prime Minister at that time represented? So we felt it was deliberate. We felt that it was squeezing out the people of Micoud North and South. But since this government came back, the UWP came back into power in 2006, we have built that part of the road.
What was the excuse for building the road?
Well, finance is always the excuse. This is always we didn't have the finance. But I'm saying, why didn't you continue from Dennery and stop with the money where you had no more money? Why did you have to skip and go from Canals to Beaufort?
The T-Roche Court as well has received much needed rehabilitation. Modern lights have been installed, all to the benefit of the youth in every community, in keeping with the assurances by the Sports Minister, Leonard Spider Montoute.
One of the strategies that we have decided that we would employ is to put lighting at our sporting facilities, and in so doing, we would extend hours of training and playing for our sportsmen and women in this country.
But spirited Micoud residents have called for a bit more than lights and concrete facilities.
Ça va être belle, mais il manque un bail. Bail là, il manque un petit fil pour ces mamans là, ces jeunes mamans là, organise sport.
The Angers playing field as well has received much needed attention. $39,000 was sunk into the Deriso playing field to level it off properly and have it grassed. The Micoud South District Council was established under the stewardship of the current MP and has the responsibility of overseeing public buildings and the cemetery in the constituency. Presently, the Micoud cemetery is congested, and it appears that due care and attention was not taken during the planning stages. Teacher Arsene is optimistic that the planned extension of the cemetery will come alive soon.